Yesterday was a super slow day. Not a lot going on. I ended up filming a YouTube video just to occupy my time. And, but later in the afternoon, they had a Dia de los Muertos celebration. And that was really cool to see. You know, there's something fascinating about, at least in my part, like the Mexican culture. I just think it's so cool to see everyone come out, celebrate, how much they put into it, and just, I don't really know all that much about it, you know, but, something else I wanted to talk about. What was I gonna say? Yesterday I ended up making a YouTube video, and on the video I was talking about just the frustration of YouTube, and I wasn't necessarily venting or voicing my opinion on myself necessarily. I just tend to use myself as an example because I don't really want to call anyone out, or I can't really speak on anyone else's journey of why they do what they do. You know, I just felt like just explaining just the frustration of YouTube. I often think, I know for myself, sometimes I realize I took the slow lane, and the slow lane is where I've been happy. It's where I've been able to cruise. And I just think sometimes people want the feeling of the fast lane, but they're doing slow lane material, like slow lane maneuvers. And that was just kind of my explanation of it. I don't think I did a good job really voicing that out. I think maybe people got the idea like I was disappointed in my own journey. And to tell you the truth, I'm actually not. Yeah, I'm not at all. Like, I'm actually have a I'm actually having a good time doing what I'm doing. And, yeah, I mean, I don't really have complaints. Yeah, of course, it would be awesome if, like I said, the algorithm just blessed you and everything worked out, but, like, I'm not sitting around waiting for that. So I guess, the thing I was thinking about with that whole thing is, you know, for my business, a lot of times I have to post on Instagram. And Instagram to me is just so stressful, and I don't really like the way it makes me feel. When I was thinking about it, I started thinking about the PGA Tour. And I don't know if you're familiar with golf or the PGA Tour, but once you reach a certain age, you become a senior. They have what they call the Champions Tour, which is basically senior citizen tour. And I was thinking about it, like these guys on the senior tour, they're having a good time. They get to play golf. They get to stay a little competitive, practice on their game, and, you know, just get better. But at the same time, they have nothing to prove. And if I could really explain the difference between YouTube and Instagram, I feel like Instagram is the PGA Tour, where like I'm trying to make a name for myself, do all this stuff, and it really is like 100% metrics and comparison and just an unenjoyable experience for the most part, for myself. I'm not saying for you, but for myself. And on the Champions Tour, that's the way I feel YouTube is. And with YouTube, I could just enjoy myself. You know, I've done a lot in my life. I really have nothing to prove. I don't need to... I've done what I've done, and I don't need to necessarily compete with people half my age or anything. And, and that's not a bad thing. I think maybe sometimes people... Maybe it's the way my tone is, like the way I sound. It's just the way I talk, though. And I think sometimes people take it different. But yeah, YouTube for me is the Champions Tour. It's just me trying to stay sharp, have fun creating. And again, it's like nothing to prove except to myself, and just try to get better, learn more about myself, and just get better every day, you know? But I just got the bagels, and I tried to get the hatch chili, but it was all sold out. So apparently the green chili over there is popular, and I missed out. So maybe next time when I try, they'll have it. We'll see.